Director Wray of the FBI said there are 1,000 cases of IP theft open today actively in the FBI, and all of them find their way back to China.
All of them. And also, we've had Roger Robinson, someone else I think you know.
Good friend.
And Roger was in, and he was talking about the MSCI and how the Chinese have lobbied to get an increase in the international index weighting, which was my benchmark that I went against when I was at Templeton, right, the MSCI. But if you quadruple the weighting of China in the MSCI, then all these index investors are going to be sticking money in Chinese stocks they don't know anything about.
Yeah, it's unbelievable because as you and I both know, many of these listings don't even have full audits from bona fide accounting firms. And many of them are variable interest entities, or to put it in better context, they're just tracking stocks of Cayman subsidiaries.
It's fantasy football again, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but fantasy football in the worst way, because you'll never get paid. I.e., if things go wrong, you have no claim to those assets.
Right, and no corporate governance, no ability to transparency, no ability to vote your shares. You don't get anything, really.
It's truly remarkable that China has figured out a way to dig into the retirement accounts of the middle class of the United States and steal. They lie, cheat, and steal their way through the world. They've figured out a way to steal from middle class America, which is just shocking to me.
And not even in small ways. The Alibaba was the largest IPO to that point in history.
Yeah.
$25 billion. And then they turn around and they take a portion of that and buy up other valuable Silicon Valley properties with the money we gave them that we have no recourse on.
Yeah.
It really is frightening.
Look, Jack Ma admitted he's been a Communist Party member the whole time before they sacked him. And Alibaba is run, look, all of these big companies are run by the CCP.
Yeah. Well, you can't exist as a company in China. I mean, Google proved that, not that Google's not potentially collaborating again, but Google proved that when they pulled out. If an American company can't operate in China without Chinese control, how can a Chinese company possibly?
It just can't and won't.
So the concern here, though, is, 20 years ago, I go into Hong Kong and I see one nation, two systems. I see freedom in Hong Kong, I see economic growth, I see prosperity, I see all of these things, but you're telling us that Hong Kong is no longer that bastion of freedom, that China's...
No, we're right in the middle of a horrible baseball game for them. We're probably 5 innings in, and the Hong Kongers don't want to see the end of the 9th inning here, because there's only one way this is going. And at some point in time, and I don't know if you read the New York Times today, but the PLA, the Chinese army, will come through Shenzhen and they will restore order in Hong Kong, and that's it. Any hope of a free democracy, of freedoms of speech and organization and religion are going to be snuffed out, just like they are in Xinjiang and the rest of China. And unfortunately, it's been a long time coming.